We are all the way in Seattle, Washington, but we've only got 24 hours to see this entire city. I've got the OM system, OM3, and I'm gonna use this to take photos all around the city. Hopefully you find some good coffee along the way, but let's see what we can find. It's like one doesn't even need a strap to put on this beautiful camera, just because the grip is so nice. Trying out some of the film emulations by just switching the dial here on the OM3 to the art mode. You got a whole bunch of different color profiles that you could choose from. And I'm also shooting with both the JPEG and RAW file sizes on, so that way I can have the RAW file if I really want to tweak things and kind of take full advantage of this image quality from the sensor, or I can go with the JPEG where that color profile is baked into the photo. All right, so this is super exciting. We are headed to Pike Place Market, probably one of the most iconic stops in a Seattle 24-hour tour. So let's go ahead and check it out. I love incorporating any kind of sun flares into my photos. Some people kind of hate them. It's really a taste sort of thing. I love incorporating them into my photos. It just always ends up looking kind of epic in my opinion. So I'm just trying to position it to where it's not distracting. Like you can see kind of here, the whole R is a little bit blocked out. If I move just off to the right, it's a little bit more pleasing to the eye. So one thing I like with my sunbursts too, especially what's perfect right now, is it's very bright out, so I can close down to around f16-ish in that area. And what that does, the more that I close down the aperture, the more those bursts have even more spokes around them, so to speak. So if I were to open up more, it gets to be a little bit more like a circle rather than spokes. It's just a personal preference sort of thing. I'm gonna switch to a 40 to 150. See if I can get a little bit more compressed detail shots. I love switching to a zoom, somewhat telephoto lens, like the 40 to 150, because you get that compression, which means like the fall off behind your subject is so immediate, but it also makes the background behind your subject look a little bit closer, a little bit larger to your subject, and honestly it just looks so much better to your eye for some reason.
You want an apple cider right now?
Which one did you grab?
I got the original apple.
Ah, how boring.
So much harder filming you.
Why?
Because you're so much taller.
Nice.
Wait.
Bringing the apple pots?
Yeah,
apple
for
cider?
real. Cheers. Good transition point, no?
Oh yeah, on a translucent cup.
It's so funny when I like do that. I'm like, I hear the music like kicking in, like to the next scene. Cheers. Oh, that's sick. Here we go. Nice, love it, thank you. Right now I'm trying out the Art 6 1 filter, the Pinhole Filter, and it kind of adds a little bit of vignette to the photo, some great colors, kind of a vintagey vibe. Hate to use that buzzword, but it just looks so cool. And right now they've got the lights in the background that are making this beautiful bokeh, and it just looks incredible with all the compression here. Just so many layers. We got foreground, middle ground, and a gorgeous background. It's impressive how much camera you get in such a tiny body. I mean, with such a great reach on the zoom, high quality result on the camera, and such a compact, lightweight body means that you can carry this around all day long. 2 scrambled eggs, some potatoes in there, sourdough toast, perfection.
I'm trying to get the ricotta pancakes, but nobody asked me what I wanted. But
I am full and ready to take some more photos. Let's go do this. All right, we just got to the gum wall. Essentially, it is a wall covered in gum, and I'm a bit of a germaphobe, so I don't know how long we're gonna stay here for, but I'm gonna grab a couple photos first. Come on, this is beautiful. All right, this 24 hours Seattle challenge has been harder than I thought, and we are running out of time. The sun's about to set here, so we're gonna go photograph one of the most iconic photos and views of the skyline. Let's go. It's turning into somewhat of a beautiful sunset, and I'm stoked right now because even after the sun goes down, if we take some good photos right now, we're actually gonna go up on the Space Needle, so I'm super stoked for that. But let's grab some sunset photos here real quick. Using the 40 to 150 2.8. This lens is so sharp and so lightweight. Look how compact it is too. Really, really easy to carry around, and you can just see how close I'm getting. I could practically see everybody walking on top of the Space Needle with this tiny lens. It's so cool. It's always nice when you can find like a top secret spot here in Seattle. So nice. Love it. Instagram versus reality. So this is the perfect spot to try out the high-res shot mode, which is a OM computational photography mode, and all I have to do is hit the CP mode button right here on the top, and it combines a bunch of images. That way I get a very high megapixel end result. So I get a sharper image, more detail, I can blow this up to a massive photo, and I just might because this is a beautiful view. Let's go, 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 go! Come on. Get in, silly.
get in, loser. We're going shopping.
The sun just set, and I'm ready to see this city from above. So we're gonna head up the Space Needle right now. I'm a little terrified, but we've got tickets, so we're going up. Let's see what we get. Dude, that's sick. This is so scary. Oh my gosh. Seattle at night. This is beautiful. All right, we made it to the top of the Space Needle, and oh my gosh, Seattle from above right now at night just looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm a little scared of heights, not gonna lie, but the Final Destination movie is just a movie. And this is a beautiful night up here, so. The internal body image stabilization on this camera is extremely impressive, so much so in a scenario like this, we're on top of a building, it's low light, it's well past sunset right now, and I'm shooting at over a 2-second shutter speed. And it's still getting this so tack sharp when I zoom into these photos, which is extremely impressive, especially when you're on top of a building. It's slightly windy, and it's just keeping the entire image so stable. So for a low light scenario like this, It's a good idea to lower your shutter speed in order to also bring down your ISO. So I introduce less noise into the image, which is ideal for low light scenarios where you might otherwise have to crank up your ISO. But since the IBIS is so good, I can lower the shutter speed and still shoot handheld without even the need for a tripod. 2.5 second shot. That's so wild, and it's tack sharp. The fact that I could just carry this around all day long, I'm still on 70% battery despite us using this camera all day long. And yeah, it's just really impressive. What's really nice about this composition is you get the light reflecting on the red bricks in the front here. So that's quite nice. All right, we made it to the Seattle Great Wheel. This is beautiful, and I love the way the lights of the wheel and all the neon lights in the background as well are reflecting on the water right now. So I thought this was like the perfect opportunity to do a long exposure with the OM3. My only concern, however, is that we're approaching a full moon, and the moon is directly behind the Ferris wheel right now. So if I'm doing long exposure, that moon might be too bright that it kind of like overexposes the image in the background, or just looks like a massive white dot in the background. So let's do some experimentation, see what we get, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So I'm gonna try these long exposures, both handheld and tripod, just to compare the two results, see just how strong the IBIS on this camera is when compared directly to on a tripod system where it's perfectly stable. And although I have surgical hands holding this camera, I'm very curious in how these two compare. So let's see what we get handheld first. Oh my gosh, 12 millimeters, perfect, perfect. So I'm doing a long exposure in this scenario because basically the lights of the Ferris wheel, the lights on the water, and the water in general, it's just, if you do a long exposure, it's gonna look way more ethereal. It's gonna blend all those colors together. It's gonna smooth everything out and just look kind of funky, kind of fun, and a lot more dreamlike. So that's where the long exposures really come into hand. And a long exposure really is defined by anything probably greater than a half a second or longer, sometimes even shorter than that as well. But for the most part, if you go greater than a half a second, then you're gonna get those really dreamlike, smooth effects. Another really awesome feature of the OM3 has to be the live composite mode. What this does is essentially combines a bunch of different images for a live composition. So it'll blend all these images in real time for you to see what your long exposure will look like. So you have to check this out using this on the Ferris wheel right now. You kind of see how it's blending together all of the spokes on the Ferris wheel, and it just looks really, really cool. And I think when you first hear, computational photography modes, live composite, all these things, maybe it sounds kind of complicated, but the whole idea here is just how easy this camera actually makes all of these modes. High-res shot mode is a click of a button and you could do it handheld. Live composite, I hold down the button or I use a intervalometer or even have a self-timer, and it pretty much does it all for you. And that's what I love about this camera, is that it doesn't require too much extra thinking, and you can really focus on the art form itself. All right, the lights on the Ferris wheel just turned out, and I think that's our cue to call it a wrap here in Seattle. We had a great time testing out the OM3, literally around this entire city and getting some unique photos, but I think it's time to head to the Pacific West Coast, where we're gonna test out the OM5 Mark II for a whole bunch of different types of photography, particularly landscape. So we'll see you in the next video.